Hello there, everyone. This is Neko Knight here, getting ready to play Icarus. Woohoo! Alright, so last time in the first episode, yeah, I know, I was repetitive, all that other fun stuff, but we got our little home set up here, the start of it. We've got our 3-day forecast, which looks like we're gonna have a big storm, which means we're gonna need to repair. But if I'm lucky, we're gonna try and get some iron and stuff today. I believe there is a cave towards this direction. There might be a cave right there. Oh, there's a croc right there. You can usually have to tell from a distance whether there's a... Oh. Ah! Out of arrows. Also, I'm gonna need a better mouse wheel, it looks like, because, yeah. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to rely... I used to rely on my keys to quick switch. There's a cave over there, that's definite. There might be one there, I'll have to check that one out. One thing that helps with advantage of spotting caves is if you turn off all the foliage and stuff as much as possible and turn your view distance up, you'll be able to spot things like that. It helps with spotting caves. Now I think there's one somewhere over here. It's most likely down on the backside of this here. I'm definitely gonna have to go check that out. We got silica, which is what we're gonna need at some point. A hyena, which... they're dead. I don't like dealing with them. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to pressing the number keys. Alright. We need fiber, which I don't have. Oh, here we are. If you don't cure your wounds as quick as possible, you will end up, yeah. It's not fun. Alright, make one of these. 8. Use. And then for this, we'll get some more fiber because we'll need to make some stone or arrows. Maybe I miscalculated? Might be over there instead. No, there should be a cave here. It could be blended in. Another way to tell... Wow. That's really blended in. Like, they may have made it harder to spot these. So one way to tell is simply just pull out your pick like this and do this. Actually, run against the wall and look for the pickaxe sign. Alright, we're gonna need some arrows because of the idiots inside the caves. Right now, my goal right now is just to get mostly iron. Ooh, gold. I'll have to wait for that. Crafting arrows, arrows. We need sticks, which I can make. Oh, I can't make. Fine. I didn't want to have to chop down a tree, but I don't know if plants still regrow or not, but we'll find out as time goes on. There we go. Alright, now it's to make a stick. check crafting. Here. We'll make 2. And then we'll make as many of these as we can, which is apparently 5. That sucks. Alright. Change type to bone, and we should be ready to go. We've got coal right here, which is great. We've got... Alright, we're gonna need a torch. Is there any sulfur? I don't think there's any sulfur around here. Because if there is, I'm gonna make a sulfur torch. Only because it lasts us longer. Oh, here we are. It's not any brighter, that's for sure. Ooh, perfect. I probably should hit C instead. Craft. We'll put that into our light slot. I remember when this didn't exist. Oof, that was horrible. Alright, now let's go in, and we should be able to get iron, and we should be able to get everything we need for today. Which will be great. Alright, come on. And as you can see with my stamina, I have a lot of stamina. As long as I don't click and hold, we'll be good. Alright. Oh. If you want to cancel your aim like this, just hit R. Is that really the only one? I'm gonna take this because it's equivalent to aluminum. Wow. So what do we got here? Titanium, sweet. Copper, lots of more copper, some aluminums. Lots of iron, a little bit of titanium, a little bit of gold. So this is actually a pretty good mini cave. This will definitely be a great one to activate the thumper in to get all this back. The only thing I see it missing is platinum. If it had platinum, this would be the ultimate mini cave here. Alright, for now, iron. Now, most people won't be able to do what I can do. So, once we get this going, or we'll get a bunch of this, and I'll show you the difference between my setup and everybody else's that most people don't realize. Also, one thing that I tend to do is I try to hit the bottom part of the ore that's up against the rocks because they have not fixed the collision. Which means if you lose a tiny bit of the ore out of place and you can't reach it, you can never ever get it back again. It will never respawn. And you can tell when you successfully collect it all because there's a sound afterwards. That sound. I don't know if you'll be able to tell the difference or not, but still. Ah, you flip nuggets. Why couldn't you have been gold? Or even, what else is there? Copper. I would have loved if this one was copper. Because copper is like the god metal. Like, no joke. The deeper and the farther in you go, the more... Okay, good. I was able to get that one. Sometimes you want to wait on mining certain ores until you've gotten specific pickaxes, usually ones with high radiuses. Now you might be seeing 400 iron ore. How the hell are you not encumbered? I mean, look at this. Most people can't even carry this at all. Most of where my weight's coming from is this. Ew. There we go. We'll be keeping that. We'll keep most of this. I definitely want to get rid of the wood next time, so I could be purely empty, and then I can be like really showing off. Right now I can't really show off because I'm, well, full as hell. Alright, we got I'm so glad I got this, because that's so much more extra room. Oh, I leveled up. Alright, we've got aluminum here, great. I wish that wasn't aluminum. We'll have to hope something else is nearby. Yes, aluminum. Ooh, sulfur. No silica. Ooh, iron. No gold, no coal. Sweet. I'm gonna have to hit those up later on. With the introduction of Thumper, that really helps out now with a lot of this stuff. Oh yeah, we're gonna also need coal because I'm gonna try and go straight for iron or steel. Actually, I don't need to go straight for steel pick. What I need to go straight for is actually titanium. But I'm gonna need steel. Lots of steel. 55, we're gonna need more. I'm gonna have to look for a coal one of these too. Oops, sweet. I'll come back for copper once I get a titanium pick. Actually, I'll have to get copper anyways. Same for gold. If you don't have the maximum, whatever you call it, ore mining, or you don't have a titanium pick, try not to mine too much copper and too much gold in the beginning, because woo, you're going to need a lot of it. Alright. Do we have the room? Yes. Let's drop that, and we'll keep that. We'll trash that. There we go. More room. Perfect. One thing I wish arrows didn't have a decay on them. That annoys the hell out of me. And I especially wish their decay was a lot slower than this, if there was to be one. But that's just me. Alright. We've got a decent amount of iron. We'll come back for this stuff later. We'll have to come back for coal. We're definitely gonna need silica. I don't think I have enough room for that. But first, let's get our iron going. And there's our home. I might actually build back here because this has a significantly better view of all the water. Like right here, I can see all the water. Ooh, I might build on that island. I haven't fully 100% determined where I'm gonna build just yet. But it's gonna have to be somewhere close to these cliff sides here so I can climb up them and have 100% power at all times. I don't like swimming. Stupid fish. But as you can see, with my stamina and everything, I can now pretty much run forever. Alright. throw in that. We're gonna activate this. Perfect. We'll throw this in here. Actually, we'll throw that in here too. That... I'm not sure if I want to get a farm going. I might want to go a cooking station. The next thing we're going to be going is for the machining bench. If I can, by the end of this episode, I'm going to try and get the machining bench done. I also want to get the lantern if I can, because it's the omnidirectional. The biofuel lamp is not good because your player's shadow gets in the way, so it's just kind of stupid. I'm also going to want to try and get a basic fishing bench and a couple other things, because I mean, this is the Galileo project. Oh yeah, I forgot I unlocked the bullseye target so I can train with my archery. What else? Oh yeah, we're gonna need the masonry bench so we can upgrade to stone. We're also gonna need a couple other things. I don't think I need the trophy bench. We're gonna need this. This is why I went ahead and gathered a bajillion iron ingots, because as you can see here, 40, 12, 12 plus 40, so another 52 there, so like that's 104 right there. And then you've got 8 right here. And if you decide to do the cooking station, that's another 4. So as time goes on, you're going... And if you decide to do the pot-belly stove, or even the brazier or brazier, I'm not very good at pronunciation, don't really care to be. We're at 20, we need 40 more, and then we can make the anvil. So give me a moment to cook everything up here first, and then we'll be ready to get the anvil, and then we'll be ready to get the machining bench, and then, if I'm lucky, the masonry. So I'm gonna start getting some epoxy going, which one thing I like is that you can make tree sap out of wood. The issue is if you break down one stick, you get, or break down one wood, you get 10 sticks. 10 sticks, that makes tree sap, that takes 8 sticks. This is consuming 10 sticks for 2. This is 8 sticks for 2. They should really fix the price of this. They should make it 3. In other words, it's more efficient, better, and worth it. Or they should give you 2 tree sap and 2 sticks. Anyways, like I said, give me a moment. Alright, we've got most of everything ready to go. We just now need to make the anvil. So we'll get that made. Then we'll make the nails, because then we can make the machining bench. As you can see, I got the epoxy real quick, thankfully. 8, we'll plop that down. We'll make... let's see, what that needs 12. What else was I gonna make? Masonry, that needs 12, so we need 24 for that. So we need 4 more. Alright, if you hold Control-Shift and then click, you can move everything over at once, as you can see here. And then if you hold Shift and click, you can drag off like that. And just Control-Click only allows you to move only just that specific stack. Alright, we're gonna need 120 nails. This is gonna take about a minute to get done. And then we'll probably go to sleep because of the time. Now the question is, based on the looks of everything, that's gonna be the closest place I'm gonna want to go and plop down my solar panel place. And I might be able to easily climb up it with my one trick. I usually always climb up the mountain to place down my solar panel station because I want power from the time sun rises to the time sun sets. And as you can see here, once the sun gets about there, right about there, I will no longer have any power. And that is not when the sun fully sets. Now if I'm up there, I'll get full power all the way till the sun sets. We've got squashes, which we could start growing. We've got animals. I actually need to check out... There's a lot of fish here. Oh, so I got scorpion 1%, hyena 1%, cougar 1%. At 10 we get lore entry, so we might be doing quite a bit of hunting this season just to start seeing lore entry, to see the trades and other things and the player stats and see what the hell they're weak against. Sweet. Now we should be able to make the machining bench. Once we get that, we'll plop that down somewhere over here. And then from there, we'll see what we need next, which should be the concrete mixer thingy. So, or concrete, whatever you call it, furnace. Which, oops, oh well. Yeah, so we're gonna need concrete mix. And then we're going to need to make... explosive damage radius, projectile break chance. Technically, they all have projectile break chance. Except for casings, I think we should get our casings back. Because I know in real life I could remake weapons using casings. Oh wow, 300 to 300 damage. Weapons or guns, they're only good against pretty much boss fights and stuff. Most of the time, or bears. Most of the time you just want to use, what do you call it? Bows. Bows are mostly what you're going to want to use. Platinum crossbow, casings, they 5... oh, we're gonna need to make iron. Bolt action rifle, ammo capacity, 3-second reload. Fire. They still need to fix the fire rate per minute. If it's a ammo capacity of 1 and it has a 3-second reload, 10 seconds or 10 rounds will be fired in 30 seconds. That means 20 rounds in a minute. This can fire 20 rounds in 1 minute, not 120. Because 10 rounds, 30 seconds, 10 rounds, 30 seconds. That's 20, yeah. So I would appreciate it if they could fix the rate of fire per minute, or the reload time, or the ammo capacity, or all three, please. That still bothers the hell out of me. This here is... Oh wow, they changed it to 2 seconds. This used to be like 3 seconds also. So 10 rounds would be 20. So this would be 30 rounds per minute. Pistol round, explosive pistol round, 50, 50 explosive and damage radius. But we're definitely going to be going for this, which means we need 20 iron, 8 rope, and all that. And actually, we've got the nails. Might as well. We've got the iron. Yeah. We need the rope, the stone. Rope and stone. We need that. And that. We're going to have to get more fiber. I think fiber is going to be our limiting factor. Oh, and wood. No, wood won't be our limiting factor, but we're going to need to get more fiber, that's for sure. Alright, now that we've got the machining bench, the concrete mixer, we can then work for the next episode, which will be getting the, what do you call it? I wanted that to place there. The next episode, we're going to try and go for this, which means we're going to need a lot of silica. We've got the epoxy, we've got the iron, all that fun stuff. Once we get this, we can start making these, and then once we start making these, we can then get into the fabricator. Because then we can get aluminum made, we can get electronics, concrete, then we can make carbon fiber and steel. After that, we're going to need to also start working towards generators so we can start powering certain things on. I wish the electronics on this was significantly cheaper. But, oh well. And, I think I'll skip most of the tools in here because I've got these 2 tools right here. This is 148 from mining, and this is 130 from trees. This is 133. Oh, I might actually go... Wait. 133. 104. Okay, so the pickaxe I'll definitely be keeping. This axe I might just go... Yeah, I'll switch out, but... Alright, well, let's activate this. We'll sleep here. Perfect. We'll shut this off. And we'll call it an end of an episode. So, if you guys enjoyed, please like. If you didn't, I understand. This episode was just me mining, getting the machine bench, and the cement mixer. Well, it's the concrete maker. I'm getting more iron, which is great, and all that other fun stuff. So if you want to see more of this series, make sure to check out the in-screen credits that are coming up, as I will be doing more, especially once we start getting into the ability to make all the fishing rods and start hunting and all that other fun stuff. But for now, if you want to see other games I play, check out my channel. I do play other games in the process. And if you want to see... well, actually, if you want to be added onto an in-screen credit like these people, make sure to publicly subscribe. After a certain period of time, I'll add you on. If you leave before I reach 1,000, though, I'll remove you off because it's for people who gave me a chance. And for now, we're going to continue getting ready for the next episode, which means a lot of silica mining and tree sap mining because of this, and stone mining. Holy cow, we're doing a lot of mining. Alrighty, well anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed and come back for more. Bye bye.